Yeah, good morning, Ollie.
Morning.
It's been a difficult kind of week or couple of days for one of your former clubs that you managed, Cardiff City. I mean, do you wonder what your kind of view of that situation is?
It's tragic news, and when you wake up, you hope to read the news that there are some good news, but of course, the more time it goes, the less likely it is, and it's just tragic for the boy and the family, of course, and then everyone involved and associated with. It's just one of those things that you don't think is going to happen in 2019. So we just keep on hoping and praying that there will be some good news.
Yeah, I said suddenly talking about football seems a little bit odd, but we've got to do that. That's what we're here to do. Last week we talked about contract matters. We talked about Scott McTominay, and you've given him a new deal. I just wondered if you made any more progress with the likes of De Gea, Martial, Mata, and...
I think the club's making progress, but I leave that to the right people to do that. So it's not. I don't really know how far we are away from it, but hopefully we can have some good news in the coming weeks.
There was a suggestion that Arsenal wanted Eric Bailly. Do you know anything about that?
I'm not surprised if they do, to put it that way, and but that's just one of those things that there's always speculations, and it's not a big surprise.
Tomorrow you've got a big cup game.
Yeah.
You've got a league game straight after that.
It's not straight after. We've got plenty of time. 4
days. do you prioritise?
You don't really have to prioritise when it's I've got a big, strong squad anyway, so of course there will be one or two changes, but it's not like you prioritise one ahead of the other. You always prioritise the next game. So now the main priority is tomorrow night, and then we got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, still 3 days in between, so plenty of time to recover for Burnley.
Well, the Arsenal are obviously trying to find their feet after Arsene Wenger leaving the club, and I guess both here and there have realised that it's not easy to replace a long-term manager.
No, obviously Arsene and the gaffer, they're the two longest-serving managers in my era, and they were fantastic, the two of them, like an institution in their club. And of course it's going to take time, but Unai, I think they beat us when he had Sevilla. They beat Molde in the European Cup, so I've had the pleasure of meeting him before. And I think they've made a very good signing there. He's tactically very good, high energy, and you could see I don't know what team he's going to play. He's got loads of different tactics to come up with against. So I think they've made a very good signing.
How would you describe your own experiences of that Manchester United-Arsenal rivalry over the years?
Fantastic. That's the one fierce rivalry that's on a football basis. All my years when I played, it was always between the two of us. They were the closest rivals. They win the double, we win the treble, they win the next year. And the games against them were just fantastic. We had a great team, but they had a very good team as well with a famous back four. David Seaman, who I think I scored once against David. I think that was just once, but with the French connection they had with Andre Vieira, Pires, Petit. It was just great games you were looking forward to, but I met them a couple of times in the FA Cup as well. So hopefully, I think I've got a better statistics. I think I won two semi-finals. We beat them, but I think we lost 2-0 at home once a year, when there were some tackles flying in between the two teams. So fantastic games.
Ollie, with the Arsenal kind of rivalry you talked about, and the Cups being kind of standout, everyone remembers '99.
Yeah.
You played in that game, Ryan Giggs gets the goal and all the rest of it, but it's actually 20 years to the day since you scored at Anfield to knock Liverpool out on that run, so it started you on that run.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of your actual personal highlights, you got a couple of winners' medals. I mean, would that be a standout moment, or is it those Arsenal battles in this competition?
I think the semi-final '99 it's such an important game, and when Peter saves that penalty from Dennis Bergkamp, and that gives us the advantage, and we'll win the treble. if Bergkamp had scored, they would have won the double. That's just how small the margins are, and I think maybe that's the standout for me. I was substituted, and so I watched Giggs' goal from the sideline, and what a goal that was. So I think that's the one highlight in the FA Cup. Apart from, of course, walking out on the pitch at Wembley in '99, that was a proud moment for me, because growing up in Norway, it's always the last game you look forward to. It was always broadcast live on telly, and it was a big. I still remember Norman Whiteside's left-footed curler one when after Kevin Moran was sent off. So that was the one game that we knew we were going to watch.
Obviously, you've still contracted to Molde, and you're set to return in the summer. They've made signings, they've sold players, they've played their first friendly. How do you keep on top of things? Are you hands-on still there? I mean, how does that work? Because obviously you've got a huge task here.
Obviously the plan is to go back there, but it's one of them things that leave that aside. Yeah, I watched parts of the CSKA Moscow game, and they lost 2-1 in the first friendly, but my job now is to improve the team here, take one game at a time, just to help the team and work with the players here. So that's not very difficult, because there's 24 hours a day, so you can spend 10-15 minutes talking to them back home.
How's the squad looking? Because obviously Shaw came out injured, ill.
Yeah, he was ill. He just fell ill the night before, but he tried to do the warm-up. Smalling started training again, so it's only it's Rojo and Fellaini now are the two that I can't call upon in this game.
The class of '92 spoke very kindly and supportively about it yesterday. Paul Scholes is thinking about coming to management.
Yeah, there you go. So it's easier to speak loudly when you're not in a job yourself. So that'll be great if Scholes gets a job. I think he's someone that you'd want to learn from. And well, they're not my mates, but I've played with them so many years. So of course I'm just doing my bit to how I feel I could help the team and club here.
Not a lot is known about the man. The story of this boy from humble beginnings in the Ivory Coast, with the dream of making it in football. The salesman on the street who rose to be a Red Devil. His feet trained on the sand, only playing on green at 15. From the struggle of making it, to his life at home, and the fight to prove himself once again. This is his journey. This is Eric's life. Eric Bailly, L'Elephant d'Afrique. Exclusive on MUTV.